What up, guys? And shout out the lovely Shams Charania for breaking this news. Philadelphia 76ers star James Harden is declining his $47.4 million player option and intends to return on a contract in free agency that gives the team financial flexibility to bolster the roster. Obviously, it's because Harden's sole intention is to win a title in Philadelphia next season. Harden returned to his workout and on-court regimen much sooner than his usual time this offseason. He didn't hit the strip joints, is what Shams Charania is nicely saying. Pouring his full focus into the season and getting into shape for the championship run. And not hitting the strip joints. Probably working out next to one, but I'm just kidding. Either way, his love for adult ballerinas. But I want to hear your thoughts down below. So the contract, personally, I believe it's probably going to be a 2+1, so 2 years with a player option for the third year or a team option. I bet you they're paying him. It's going to be potentially a 3-year deal for $108 million, so $36 million per year. I think that's a fair deal. You give him 36 this year, 36 next year. That's $72 million, and then with a player option for the third year, and see where it goes from there. And because I believe they have, do the Sixers have James Harden's bird rights? That's what we're Googling that right now. And yes, because the 76ers have James Harden's bird rights, they can go over the cap to get him. So this is genius. The Sixers are so smart. So what they're going to do is, because they have his bird rights, they're going to go over the cap and they can sign him over the cap. That's what you can do when you have the bird rights of somebody, aka Larry Bird rights. But what you do is, by having the bird rights of somebody, so technically take that $47 million off the board, they're at $113 million. $113 million. Or they're under the cap by like $7 to $8 million. So they're probably going to go out and get some free agents or do some trades. And then once they're over the cap, they'll bring in, done spending money in free agency, they'll be like, hey, James, come sign with us now. And we can go over the cap space for you. And they're not going for a Zach LaVine or a Bradley Beal or Miles Bridges or a Brunson. No, they're going to look at guys that I think, PJ Tucker's coming. This is how they're going to bring in PJ Tucker. Okay. But I think they're also, there's been rumors about Drummond coming back. How do you guys feel about that? Drummond, his willingness to buy into backup roles this season with more than one contender will help his free agent outlook, but the diminishes of his I don't know, he's just not as effective. I don't know. Would you guys bring Drummond? There's rumors I heard maybe he comes back. I don't believe it. I think PJ Tucker would be great for them. Obviously, if they can bring in Gary Payton II, I doubt they can. But Victor Oladipo, Bruce Brown, all those guys are guys that they should look into. Dante DiVincenzo, they need more two-way guys for defensive stoppers. Nicholas Batum. I think all these guys are people they should look at. Even one of the Martin twins, okay? Caleb or Cody, okay? I think are all guys that they should be looking into. They need to fill out this roster, get Gary Harris. Oh my God, there's been a fucking trade. DeJounte Murray just got traded.